Welcome back.
NicknLex here.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going? So tonight, tonight we're gonna do something a little bit different, inspired by yesterday's events. We went to see an amazing band with our friends Lee and Mike. We went to see ABC and Howard Jones.
Correcto.
And it was hosted by Richard Blade. And I know I'm looking at him right now. And it was an amazing show. And basically, Richard Blade gave us like this, almost like this crash course on new
like a
wave.
master class.
Like an hour master class, starting with bands like Kraftwerk and working its way. And I love that. Oh, the first two were Kraftwerk, Munich, Germany,
Giorgio
Moroder, one of my dad's good friends. And I was like, I'm so proud of myself. But then obviously everything else was not to do with
everything else. We were like, what is this?
Yeah.
What is this? Or some we like because he would play snips of songs or snips of videos or things like that. And some of them I was like, I know this, but I never know who it was. Or others, like Mike would look over and he's like, do you like this band? OW something? And I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, oh man, I forget how young you are.
So we've decided, to do a little bit more, I was going to say synth wave, but it's called new wave. So we're going to start today with this video, but we're going to really dig into it. We're still going to do our prog and our 70s and our metal and our rock. But I think a little bit of change has never hurt anyone. So, for example, they talked about bands like, I made a couple of notes here. It's loading. Like Gary Newman. Yes. Howard Jones, which we saw, Berlin, ABC, New Order, The Cure. All these bands, we have no idea. We have never heard this music because, first of all, I used to be a rocker, and Alexia's way too young, and I was too young for this too. So it's just going to be exciting. And it just wasn't
really popular, like, among our friends, too. No. Like, we lived in a small town in Mexico. Our friends were rockers, metalheads. So it was Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin.
That's it. And whatever
add
we
a
would,
few to
what
that
we
list.
would use, what we would add to it, it was Metallica, Iron Maiden, and my circle of friends.
Yeah.
New wave, I didn't even know what that meant.
Yeah.
Until yesterday, for real. And then a couple of marathons I've done. Yeah.
Of course.
But I'm not like super well versed. So today, Richard Blade, he plays this video and he says this is the most famous video of the 80s. And we're like, okay. We thought Thriller, Sledgehammer. No, it's Aha.
Yeah.
Take on Me. So that's what we're going to do. Alexia's never seen it. I think I've seen it once.
I just saw the clip yesterday and I was like this. I was like, and then Lee looked over and he was like, you've never seen this? I'm like, no. And then he cut it off at
so he played about 30 seconds yesterday, Richard Blade. And it looks fantastic. So let's check it out. So Aha, we know Aha from Norway. And they were very big. I don't know how big they were after this. This is the only song that I ever heard.
Okay.
And I know that it has a very, very difficult chorus when he goes very low and then he goes very high into a very high E and he stays and almost sounds like a sax playing that last note.
Okay.
But today we're going to look at the video. I hope you guys enjoy. So like I said, I think I've seen this video at least once, but Alexia's never seen it.
I've never seen the video. I've heard this song, I believe, just because it is very famous. And yesterday when they played the video, I was like, okay, yes, I've heard this song. I just never knew who it was, sang it, or that it had a very cool video or anything. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. This was a little conversation / reaction moment.
So let's pull it up here. And I see we have a little bit of lag. I don't know why. Let's maybe close this here. And are you ready for some synth pop? Synth pop, synth wave, new wave. There's all these names. I mean, it was an hour of information, but we'll get
Let's
through
do it. I'm excited.
Okay, here we go. Okay, 1, 2, and
ooh, nice.
the bass.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it sounds so familiar.
Yeah.
Talking away. I don't know what to say. I'll say it anyway. Today is another day.
That's
to
awesome.
find you shying away. Oh, I've been coming for your love, okay? Take on me. Take on me. Take me. Take on me. I'll be gone.
No way.
That note.
So needless to say.
Whoa, she's in
Okay,
there.
so that is so cool. Alone, I've only seen something like this done, like Mary Poppins, Roger Rabbit. So that, but in a video, in a music video, that was like
That is awesome.
unheard
And
of.
yesterday they stopped it at the moment when the hand started to reach out, and I'm like, oh my god, is she gonna go in there? So now I'm
So she's
finally
in
seeing
the-
that she's in the cartoon. And I
Yes.
also love the style it's drawn,
But it's like this.
but it's like comic, like it's not really moving, it's just like a series of pictures
Yeah.
to represent what's happening.
Yeah,
you know?
I love
like
that it's not
graphic
like
novel.
a cartoon. It's more like this
Yeah.
shadow style.
Yes,
You know?
yes,
So
mhm.
let's keep going.
Okay.
I'm on sentence, but I'll be stolen
Wow.
away. Stolen
Whoa.
That's Shauna.
away. Say after me.
Wow. Yeah.
It's not better to be safe than sorry. Take on me. Take on
Wow.
Take me. Take on me. I'll be gone in a day or two.
How did they do this?
Oh no.
Oh my lord.
Wow.
All the things that you say.
Wow.
Is it life or
Wow.
just to play my worries away? You're all the things I've got to remember. Be shying away. Well, I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on me. Take on me. Take me. Take on me. I'll be gone. Take on me. Take on me. I'll be gone. Take on me.
Wow. Wow. There he is.
Wow.
Wow, that was so good. My whole skin.
Let's leave it. Wow.
That was really good. Yeah,
All
my
right.
skin is
so
all like goosebumpy.
original. Holy
Yeah,
moly,
I-
man.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
I hope I wasn't like this the entire time.
that's what I was
Um,
thinking. Like, I'm so amazed that this came out when it did, and
That's what I was
even
thinking.
now, I'm shocked at how cool that
How
was
good it
to
looked.
see.
Yeah.
And I was surprised. I was like, even though now technology has advanced so much that we've seen it all, this is still impressive. So, and imagine before you had to be on MTV and wait for it to come on again, and then you tell your sister or your parents or whatever, there's this video, and like
she goes into a comic book and what? I don't believe you. You know, like I loved the hallways and the whole like sense of like fantasy. I love that. I love the 80s. Because of movies like Labyrinth, and I will always talk about this, and Star Wars, and the Dark Crystal, and the whole Willow and stuff like that. The guy, that guy who was chasing them, he almost looked like from a movie. Like, I don't know. We've never seen The Goonies, by the way.
I know. We have to watch The Goonies. Like, it's ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, but it's like, it just looked like of that time. And I love how at the end he's all sweaty and he's out of the comic
book. And I love that she
And in 4 minutes, you can tell such a cool story.
Yes. And very original. And I also love the hallway. Like, there was all just scribbles, and the scribbles were moving. So it really gave you that, like, movement.
I think that scene right now where he's a painting and you can see her in reality, and then it shifts like this.
That was insane.
That was that's like the Matrix. Like that kind of shots where you like the first time when Trinity does her like and you see her like from these like 360. That is literally before. That's like
that was insane when I saw that.
That was
mix.
That was a decade before, and because how did they do this shot? Who had this in his mind, and how did they do it? It's amazing.
And the song itself, very good.
Memorable.
Definitely have heard it before. But that note that he hit was insane. I would have easily thought as well that it was a sax. I don't know, but just everything. It's just a hit. It's a definite hit.
It's just like so catchy. And I did a little bit of research before doing the video on Wikipedia. So they released the song once in 84, and it was not a hit.
Oh, wow. The same one?
I think different. They went back to the studio. They redid it in 1985. And then Warner Brothers said, hey, let's make this video. And it took 16 weeks or something. And so I did a little bit of reading. And that's why I also learned that the chorus is one of the most hardest to sing, because this this whole thing is like super hard. But it's just like very timeless. I'm sure like even our kids and our grandkids, if they see this from 1985, they're going to be like, whoa. Even though they've seen the Avengers and Marvel and all the stuff that you see nowadays, with all the CGI stuff that we usually we don't watch.
Yeah, no, we don't.
We keep it simple. We watch like old stuff, old movies. I don't know. There's just a certain magic, and we saw literally a little documentary yesterday about this guy who says, why don't movies look like movies anymore? And it's true.
Yeah,
it's because there's too much. I'm sorry.
High dynamic range or something.
Yeah, because HDR, it shows too much. All the shadow is gone. The stuff that you're not supposed to see is gone. The gray. What I love about movies is when it's kind of like grainy, and they take it out with AI. So our movies are looking more like plastic versions of themselves. So it's totally different from Aha. But it's just a thing that we talk about, that we'd like to talk about between each other. But let us know what did you say when you saw this video the first time?
That's what I want to know.
How
Your
old
guys'
were you?
reaction.
I mean, this is a little bit different from a usual audience. This is for people that are a little bit younger, that were like maybe teenagers, when this came out. So what did you think when this came out? Were you also a fan of Labyrinth and Star Wars?
Yeah, I'm very curious to know what you guys thought, and if you were able to record it on your VCR, and I love to hear from you guys. And thank you.
We still had VCR. We were VCR kids. At least our parents had VCRs, and we know how they work. And I remember being able, and I would record over my parents' movies.
Oh gosh.
And stuff like that.
Yeah, and then taking a movie back, you had to rewind it.
Be kind, rewind. We're Blockbuster kids, you know. We love to go to Blockbuster at least on Tuesdays and rent like 8 movies, you know, and watch them and burn them if possible and stuff like that. So did you ever do that as well? So
yes.
Anything
Thank you
else?
guys so much for clicking on the video, for watching with us, for listening to us. Like I said, this was not only a reaction. We like to talk. We like to express like anything that we know about the music or that we've heard or anything. So thank you guys for sticking around. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe. We would love to see you all in the next one.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.